We all have ways that we're accustomed to being us. It's who we are. The thing about acting is changing the different things of us. So if you walk into a scene and you naturally walk into a scene like this, and this is how you walk in the scene, is that how Kim walks in the scene? Is that how Sam or Mary or Ben or Slasher or whoever walks into the scene? It's like there's another level of intention that you would try a different way of footing, a different way of posturing and handling yourself, how you would reach for something, how you, just by switching anything from the norm, you're going to be wearing a new shirt, having a new haircut, and so on. There's something new that you're bringing. But if we're constantly we're just not doing that work, and we're saying different lines and playing a different character in a different situation, then no, there's no character work that's going on. It's just you. To me, that is either one, you don't know it, you don't know how to do it, you're lazy and you're not taking the time to do it. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why, but it's like the exercises, the circle, the character transformation exercise. When you come into a circle and you go neutral, and then you start finding something, and you start finding it, and it's coming either out of physicality, it's coming out of a voice, out of a breath, out of a look. You're changing something so that it starts to affect the other things, because your body will naturally adapt to what's going on with itself. You get a splinter, what's going to happen is the body's going to start sending all kind of red blood cells to that area. It's going to start to build up a puffiness. There's going to be an, because it's protecting itself so it can heal itself. It's an automatic thing that's going to happen. You get something thrown off here, it throws off everything else over here. So if that happens by nature, it can happen by intention of making those changes. And when you do just elect to carry yourself just a little different and not being afraid, well, this isn't really me. That's the whole point of acting, is so that it isn't really you, that you're doing something different. I had a girl in here, I don't know, I won't say who it is, you know who it is, anyway. And she's always playing herself all the time. She's not that versed in it, only been doing it a couple of years. And I asked her to just create something different from her. And you would have thought I was asking her to turn into a different gender. I mean, it was, and I said, okay, look, try this. I said, just put your hair down, and then just come up with your hair down and look through your hair. And when she did that, everything shifted, and she had to get rid of it right away. Because she hasn't come into that place of owning a different aspect of herself, because to some degree, it's scary. Because I don't know this me that's me. And if you don't know that that's you, it can get scary, because people do it in real life. They're like, I don't believe what I just did. That's not me. I don't do that. What was that? How could I have done that? How could I have said that? How could I have behaved that way? And it freaks us out, because some other aspect of ourselves is manifesting itself. We do it on cause for a profession. That's what we're trying to do, is constantly find different aspects of ourselves. And when you do that, you will start filling up more frames, and you will not be waiting for anything, because the mere act that I am in pain right now, I'm not, I'm just saying, I'm actually not, this is good. I'm not in pain right now. But the mere act that I am in pain right now has the rest of my body paying attention to something that it normally doesn't pay attention to. I'm not feeling good. Now, of course, we don't like it when you get the migraines, or your head feels like it's going to explode, or your body is aching, or whatever the hell's going on. But it shifts you into another place. In those cases, it tends to shift us down and out. But then how about that happy for no reason? You know, those days where you literally just, I don't know what the hell's going on, but boy, somebody pumped oxygen into my house. This is amazing. And then I always start thinking, well, what did I do last night? What happened? How come this is happening? Am I expecting something? What am I doing? I do a whole mental inventory to try to figure out, why am I feeling so good right now? And I don't have an answer. And then I want to recreate it, but I can't, because you just get those. Those super days when it's just like, that's why people take drugs, is they want to feel that. But what it's doing is it's bringing us to another level of ourselves, either physically or consciously or emotionally. And let's not forget falling in love, people, or infatuation with whatever. The new car you think you're going to buy, that new outfit you saw, that thing you're saving. Wow! We're all excited about it because it sends us to a different level of us. And what I'm saying to you is that's what we need to do on purpose. Not having a reason or excuse for it. Is being happy and fulfilled on purpose, or downtrodden and miserable on purpose, or whatever it is that it's calling for. You're understanding the full disposition of that character, and you're throwing yourself, because your character isn't functioning. The only thing you and the character should have in common is body temperature, and that should alter a little bit when you're really going to that level of the character work. So it's like, yeah, that's Lath up there. It's not really Lath. Something else going on. What is it? Oh, no, it's interesting. Oh, yeah. And now what do you got? What's the end result? For us to watch you. You just want us to watch you. That's the job. So when you're doing that, hold yourself accountable. You're sitting in a seat. You're waiting for something. You're behind the wheel of a car. You're doing something, and it's like nebulous. But what do I want to sell? I want to sell that I'm pretty cool. I want to sell that I'm pretty freaking scary. I want to sell that I'm nervous about where I'm going. We're continuing, and then that should affect, well, my body wouldn't be like this if I were nervous. My body's going to shift. My backbone's going to shift. My ass is going to shift. My knees are going to shift. Everything, shoulders are going to shift. Everything's going to be a little different. That's what I'm wanting you guys to get in. Make those adjustments and explore it.